Greetings, patrons. Welcome to the Sagaverse RPG Guild. This is DM Juggy. I'm going to walk you through how to get into the Roll20 console and how to make a character. You'll find the link to the Roll20 game inside of your welcome email. It's also available through the Discord and on the Patreon webpage. Once you get in, you'd be over here. You see a very similar setup to this. You click on the launch game icon, and that will load up your Roll20 console. Your console may look a little bit different. I have the GM screen up here. What you want to look for in the upper left-hand corner here is the book icon, which is the journal. You click on that, and that brings up all of the information you're going to need to create a character and live in Santiago. A couple things, we'll just go through these real quickly. Sagaverse Code of Conduct, please have a look at that. It's pretty self-explanatory. Don't be a jerk. Deed ranks and token rings. These are the rings you can get for your characters as you advance in guild rank. It's explained later on. The Living World Timelines. This is giving you an idea of what we are doing timeline-wise. Curse of the Chupacabra is leading off for 4 months, and then we'll be releasing Chupacabra Aftermath, which will follow after that, right along scheduling of our virtual FrostCon in January. And then we have the character guide. The creation guide is here. It's pretty thorough. This tells you all of the particulars about creating a character in this campaign, the races that are available, the classes that are available, our own 2 custom races you could play. Again, this is D&D 5e 2014 rules. We have not updated everything to the new rules yet, so we'll be playing this probably for the rest of the year. Krokotone and Cetarian both have their own handouts on how to create those until we get an upgrade to the Roll20 API. Adding a custom race is something that has to be done manually. It's not very hard. Ability score generation, we allow you to roll 4d6, drop the lowest die. You can do this twice, but then you're either stuck with the second set of rolls or picking the standard array. So worst case scenario, you wind up with a standard array, but you can roll the dice and take a chance on some more variety in your character. Character background and personality. Make sure you fill this stuff in, especially in the appearance box. When we go to generate a character picture for you, we'll be using that description. We can always add to it. When you reach a level 10, that character will get a hand-drawn portrait from one of our artists. So as the campaign progresses, you can build upon that description, alter it for when we get to, if you get to 10th level. Equipment and starting gear. Just roll through that in Character Master, I'll show you in a second. And then when you're finally done, make sure you have all your details. If you have some character art that lines up with our theme, you're welcome to use that. Otherwise, when you get to level 2, we'll generate a custom portrait for you. And then once you're done, introduce your character on Discord in the Paradiso channel, and then coordinate with the GM team for getting you scheduled into a game. That is, if you are a paid game member. Otherwise, there'll be plenty of random encounters for you to jump in. We also encourage you to try creative builds, like diverse backgrounds, new race class combinations, memorable stories. Just, don't put too much into your backstory. We'd like to help you build your character's main plot points and things throughout the campaign, so you don't need to go too crazy with this, but if it's what you love to do, feel free. Alright, so with that in mind, we'll bring this over here, and let's go down to the Saga Heroes. If you are in the Sentinel or Martial tier, you do have access to a particular item you can start off with. We'll go through those in a few minutes. Under the Saga Heroes, you'll see all the various tiers and the characters within. So these are the pre-generated characters that come with our modules. Then we have Marshals, Warrens. We have some Sentinels lined up already. But for this demonstration purposes, I'm going to use Fry. Alright, so click on Fry. He pops up here. You'll see this when you first click on your character sheet, the Character Mancer. This walks you through building your character. It's pretty simple and straightforward. We use it for creating characters and for leveling up. You notice this guy's already got some stats. Don't worry about that. I was messing with it earlier. This will be blank when you start. You're going to go through, pick your race here. You have You can choose from all of the available races here, or the Cetarian or the Crocotellan. If it's not listed here, it's not available. Pick your alignment, pick your proficiencies. Once you have all this, you pick your sub-race. So make Fry Durgar. Make sure you get everything selected in here, and then go to next. This is where you pick your class. I've already chosen Fighter for this character, but you can go through and pick everything from Barbarian. New class in here called Tactician is pretty cool. I'll let that one slide. It seems like a really interesting concept, and it's not too OP'd. But we'll stick with Fighter for Fry. You get to pick your skill proficiencies and your fighting style. Every class is something different. So if you were to come through here, let's just say, let's make him a bard. With a 10 charisma, you get to pick 3 different skill proficiencies, 3 different tool proficiencies, and then it's much more complicated. So let's go finish this off. Let's take religion and survival, and let's give Fry investigation, because that makes total sense. Tool proficiencies, bagpipes, drums, and the old hammer dulcimer. And that gets you through to your abilities. This is what I wanted to show you. This is all tracked, so you can't cheat it. We know how many times you're going to roll. So, you go back over to the bubbles icon up here in the upper left, or right, excuse me. My direction dyslexia. Directionlexia, I guess. And this is where you'll see your rolls. So we're going to roll 46, drop the lowest. Oop, I did it twice. So we get 2 rolls. The first one here was pretty feeble. So roll this one here, also pretty feeble. So unless I wanted to take, well, these stats kind of work for a Fry character. So let's roll with that. So let's see, Fry, intelligence 7, wisdom 8, charisma 8, constitution's a 17, and strength 14, dexterity 12. There we go. He's a capable fighter. Now you see he has his racial adjustments built in. He's up to a 19 constitution. Pick your background. I don't think they have delivery boy in here, but we'll go with urchin. It adds in all your different proficiencies here. This is where you can pick your personality traits. I ask a lot of questions. I hide scraps of food. Ideals. People. I like people. Bond. I owe a debt I can never repay. And a flaw. Let's see. People can't tell you. Yeah. All right. Once you get through all that, you get to your equipment screen. How do you want to pick your equipment? You can go through and do starting wealth if you want and take the money. Then you can go through and buy equipment. It takes a lot of time. Highly recommend you just choose your class equipment. He starts with leather armor and a dagger. You could pick from a longsword, rapier, or any simple weapon. We'll take a longsword, entertainer's pack, and then, what do we say, bagpipes? Sounds good. All right, equipment is chosen. Next we have spells. So this is where you pick your 2 bardic cantrips. So let's go with Vicious Mockery and Friends. I like Friends. Not the spell, but I like having friends. All right, and let's see, some spells here. Pick this quickly. Command, Illusory Script, Heroism, and Cure Wounds. That's always handy. Once you're done, click Next. And now this is the feat screen. First level, you don't have any feats. So you click on, let's just give this a second. And it should load up here. There it goes. Next. That's where you have your bio. Highly recommend you fill all this in. You don't have to do it during the character mancer. You can fill it in later. But the description for a character is going to be in a campaign is pretty important. And then you have the review screen. This is where you can go through and review all the choices you made. If you wanted to go back and make any changes, you can go back by clicking on any one of these tabs here. Go back and change your stats or update your background. And then once you're done, go back to the review tab. When you're all finished, apply the changes. Your character will be built. And there we go. There is your character sheet. Once you're done with this, announce it in a Discord channel that you have created in your character's name. We'll get the character matched up to you on the back end, make sure everything tracks properly, and happy adventuring. Next video, we'll cover the downtime activities.